God will heal our land, but we need to come together and pray. Some people may think that prayer don't change things, but you got to realize that prayer do changes things. You see things change and happen right before your very eyes, people of God. So God's saying, don't grow weary. Even when you look at and it don't look like it's lining up, keep on praising God and thanking God for it. God already know what you asking for. You don't have to keep asking him for the same thing over and over and over again. But what you do is you just say, Lord, I thank you that it's already done. Lord, I thank you that it's taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? Because now I thank God because when people come into my presence, by the time I get through talking or whatever, they'll be in the right spirit if they're not in the right spirit. Because you got to realize that when you have negativity, you wonder why can't certain things happen? Because what is in your atmosphere? Who is in your circle? Who's causing that vibration, that bad vibration to come in that direction? You understand what I'm saying? But when you have all good vibration, when you have all good positive thoughts, when you thinking right, when you only seeing yourself the way that God sees you, when you standing on the promises of God, and even when you can't see your way, and you say, Lord, I thank you anyway because I know it's already done. Guess what? You don't prophesy to your situation, and guess what? It did come to pass. So this is what's happening, people of God. And God says that we ought to be a blessing one to another. You pray for the person. You love on that person, but you keep going. You don't just sit there and always hang, because God don't want that to be. But know, people of God, that when they're ready, they're going to come to you. You're not going to have to go to them, but they're going to come to you when they're ready, people of God. But we got to know how to be a part of each other's lives without downing. Because you got to realize the same person you down got to call somebody in your family to go through that same thing you put in your mouth on somebody else. Because this is generational, people of God. That's why I was telling you this thing falls in generations. That's why a lot of generational curses have to be destroyed off of people's lives. That's why people keep going through the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Because it's a generational curse that has not been broken off their life. And so I thank God because I don't care how many people may be in that family. God's going to cause one family to be that savior of that family to destroy that curse that may have been generational on their lives, people of God. So just know that God is a good God. And God wants what's best for us, people of God. And we got to know that. And I just want you to know, people of God, that there's nothing too hard for God. There's nothing too hard for God. And I was getting ready to go into the word, but I feel God. And I want to be able to just listen to some music and just play some music even on this morning, doing things just a little bit different from the way that I normally do things. But I just want you to know, don't give up. And it's time for you to dream again, people of God. And that's why I said no more drama. And what I mean by no more drama, I don't care if that pain hurting you. You're not going to be affected in your mind about that pain. No more drama. I don't care if that loved one is acting up and talking all kind of junk. No more drama. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if you see that bill and you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to pay it. No more drama. And that's what I mean by no more drama. No more drama. Not only the negative things. No more drama. Oh Lord, I can't. No more drama in your lack. No more drama in your finances. No more drama in Lord, I need. You understand? But Lord, I thank you for what I already have. Lord, I thank you for what you've yet to do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying no more drama in our lives. God don't want no more drama because he wants us to trust and depend on him. And when we trust and depend on him, we're not going to let drama even come into our atmosphere. And that anyone that comes in our atmosphere, that atmosphere isn't right, we ought to be able to be subjective of that atmosphere and switch it. And you switch it with love. You switch it with positivity. And you don't sit up there, oh, in the name of, no, you ain't got to go through all that. All you got to do is just hold a little conversation and it'll shift. You ain't got to sit up there, in the name of Jesus, I rebuke. No, you ain't got to do all that. Lord, I thank you. How you doing today? God bless you. You know what? You look beautiful today. You really are. You're a diamond in God's eyesight. You understand? And then encourage that child going through in school. You know what? You're going to get straight A students. You're going to be a straight A student. You're going to get straight A's. Don't worry about it, baby. You're going to fix that F. Don't worry about it, baby. You're going to fix that D or that C. You understand what I'm saying? We have the power to shift things with our tongue. We have the power to shift things because life and death is in the power of the tongue, people of God. And we could speak life or we could speak death. Which one you want to speak? I'd rather speak life on my situations. I'd rather say, Lord, I thank you that it is done. Lord, I thank you that it is so. Than saying, Lord, I don't know. I don't know. God gave you the ability to do that. God gave you the ability to get wealth. It's up to you whether you listen to him and know which way to go and the direction that God is telling you to go in, people of God. But know that you have the power. The ball is in your court, but it's how you play the game. The ball in your court. When Jesus said it's finished, it's already done. The ball is in your court. It's how you play that game. Whether you're going to sit on the sidelines and watch, are you going to feel sorry for yourself? Are you going to roll up your sleeves, get in the game, and be that winner that God has called you to be? Because God has called all of us to be winners, people of God. There is no losers. There is no failure in God. There is no failure in you. You have to see yourself. See yourself the way that you want to see. If you're bedridden, see yourself getting up again. If you having problems in your knees, see your God healing them knees, giving you new knees. You understand what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you are built to last. You are not built to just give up, people of God. And then it blessed my heart that I seen this lady in the store one day and she was walking. You would have never known that she had an amputated leg. But that lady was going on with her life and she didn't let that leg cause her to be in a oh, woe is me situation. She took that leg. Lord, I thank you that I still got my life. I thank you that I still do things. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever time life give you lemons, you were created to make lemonade. You understand what I'm saying? You create your world. You decide what you want to allow in your circle and what you don't want to allow in your circle. You understand what I'm saying? You determine that. And I tell you, God will cause nothing but positive. And you got to realize when you see some people and you realize that they're negative in your life, you got to say, okay, Lord, what is in me that caused this to be or caused me to be connected with that? And I tell you, God say love everybody. But not everybody could go with you, people of God. No matter how bad they want you to go with you, they want to go with you. Because if they go with you, guess what can happen? They could sink your ship. If they have a nasty attitude with people, they could sink your ship. If you telling one instruction and they giving another instruction, they can sink your ship. If they're not in the spiritual realm where they need to be, they can sink your ship. Because what do light and darkness have in common? Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You understand what I'm saying, people of God? So God's going to give us wisdom. So now there's times that you realize, okay, in order for you to give people position and stuff, they got to earn it. You got to be in the spirit. God, is it time yet? Because you feel like because you don't have the people that you need, well, I use them right now. And you sitting up there and use them right now when your back is turned, they saying all kind of negative stuff and the positive people's about you. That's not good. You understand what I'm saying? That's not good because they're putting their mouth on you, even though to them it may not be nothing. It's just something. Oh, you think you this. No, I am Pastor Prophetess Cindy Philemon. God did not make me Paula White. She's an awesome woman of God, Pastor Paula White. But God made Pastor Paula White. Nobody can do what she can do. God made me Pastor Cindy Philemon. Nobody can do what I do. Each and every one of us, there's not one alike because God has us a variety. We are unique in our own way, people of God. We are unique in our own way. And that's what God wants us to see. And some people thinking that, oh, you think you all up here and you ain't all up there. You down here. No, baby, they don't even need to be around you. Because you know what? You are where God say you are. If you see yourself high and the people that you are with see yourself low, then you got to change some things because of the fact you need to see if you up here, you need to let your people see that you up here too. You need to let your people, they have to have the same heart as you when it comes to the things of God. They have to say, yes, Pastor, we can take this city. Yes, Pastor, we can do this. You understand what I'm saying? Not you think you all that and some. No, baby. No, 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 no. But I am all that I can be in Christ Jesus. So that's why when they're not there mentally, they will sink your ship. They might not even be aware of it. But you building the ship up. And then next thing you know, what's going on? They done sunk your ship. And you don't even realize when your back was turned, they was sinking your ship. You understand? Then God have to get them out the way and cause you to have to build up all over again. But guess what? It's okay because God will fix it where nobody will sink your ship. And when God knows your heart and that you keep on going, guess what? God will replace somebody with even better that has the same vision as you and say, yes, we can take the city. Yes, Pastor, I'm with you. I see you greater than this one. I see you great. I see you doing great things in the land. You understand what I'm saying? Let me handle this for you because you got bigger fish to fry. Let me handle this part of it for you so you can do what God has called you to do. And then you sit back and you say, Lord, I thank you. Because you cannot, how can two walk together except they agree? If you going one way and you got somebody holding you down, you ain't getting nowhere. Not unless I'm in there. I'll make sure you don't get nowhere unless I'm, no. And then they handling you. We gon' this how God is not in that. When God said gave you the lead, God gave the pastor the vision. God didn't give the other person a vision, but you are supposed to push and carry that vision. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's how we got to be in agreement. Anything that's not in agreement, it's not going to work, people of God. Anything that's in the agreement pulling against each other, that's going to be a holdup. That's going to be where you can't even go forward because there's still that friction. But honey, let me tell you something. I love you. But I got to snip, because I got to give an account when I face God. Did I do what was required of me to do? And I love you, but I can't let nobody stop me from doing what God has called me to do. You cannot let no one stop you from what God called you to do. You can't even wait on man's validation of what God tell you to do. Because when you stand before God, you're going to be the one that have to give an account for. He's going to ask you why you didn't do what I told you to do. And when you start, all of a sudden, when you start doing that, you're going to realize that you're starting to surround yourself with champions. You can always go back and get people, but you cannot always go back and get your destiny. And I tell you, if they miss that boat, God will send another boat. And if they miss that boat, they're going to be right there drowning. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we are people's last chance and they can't even see it. But you got to realize that people got to want that change. And when people are always talking negative you, they'll tell you something halfway. Well, I'm going to be da-da-da-da. Well, when you going to be? I don't know. Never get back in touch with you. Never let you know nothing. And then go sit up there and tell people she ain't came to see me. Right there around the corner. Wait a minute. First of all, you didn't give me the right information. Because if you gave me the right information, I would be there. And I thank God that people know my character. Because if they know my character, they say, that ain't Cindy. That ain't Pastor Philemon. No. That ain't her. I know her. Because she'll be right there with you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I thank God. Because God is causing all that confusion, all that drama. Leave the drama where it's at. And you got to move on because you got to get to people that want it. You understand? You can't waste time to people that don't want it, people of God. You got to pray for them. Always pray and root for them. And pray that God, they will be all that God has called them to be. And pray that God will send somebody else. Because you don't have time to go backwards. You got to go forward now. But you got to always pray for people. Because when you pray for people and you don't give up on people, God won't give up on you. But I would like